What's going on YouTube? Welcome to the channel. I go by Casper. Hopefully y'all are doing well, staying safe, staying blessed, enjoying your day overall. Now, today for y'all, I recently actually got a shoe in like 2 days ago. The shoe released a couple weeks ago, but it just took a minute to get the shoe in. But I will be doing a review over that shoe today. If you have not checked the title yet, this is the Air Jordan 4 and Maniere while you were sleeping. Now, if you're not familiar with what is going on with Maniere and Jordan, they have been celebrating their 10 years in business for Maniere, so they have a entire collection, the While You Were Sleeping collection that's been dropping. Of course, they've had a couple shoes drop already. I did a review over the Air Jordan 3 While You Were Sleeping. They had the, I believe it was the Jordan 39 that released, and then now we've had the Air Jordan 4 While You Were Sleeping release, and there are still, I believe, 3 more shoes that have been announced that need to drop. And then they also have a 7th shoe that they have not unveiled yet. We're still waiting to see what that one is. We did get an update on the Air Max 95 While You Were Sleeping. I'll talk about that in probably a short that I'll post here shortly. But it's an interesting shoe with this Air Jordan 4 While You Were Sleeping. Now, I've seen a lot of complaints just because it took a while for them to ship. But hopefully everybody has their pair in already. I know they released on sneakers. They've been releasing some other locations as well. They ended up releasing these different ways, like I mentioned. They actually did a raffle in Houston. I did go into the raffle, but I never received a call or anything, so I just did not win the raffle here in store. But luckily, I just went ahead and bought a pair off the drop when they dropped them the next day on the Maniere website. I just didn't want to take any risk and end up not copying because I waited for the raffle and then just ended up not hitting on the raffle. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this review over the shoe. Now, one thing that I do like that they've done with this collection is they put a lot of detail into not only the shoes, but the box as well. Now, if you saw my Air Jordan 3 While You Were Sleeping review, this is the same box, but if you have not seen that yet, this box is really, really nice. It does fold out, so I'll go ahead and just kind of demonstrate to y'all. It just folds out like that, like so. Of course, you do see the Converse logo, Jordan logo, and Nike logo. If you're curious why these 3 different logos are on here, these are all 3 shoes that are a part of the collab. Now, we haven't seen the Converse shoe yet, but we've seen a Jordan drop, and then also we've seen just pictures of the Nike Air Max, which like I just talked about a little while ago. Now, continuing on with the box, of course, it is all black. Celebrating, of course, 10 years. You do see A10 on the box here as well. Just like I mentioned, celebrating 10 years for Maniere. And then continuing on, you do see the silver piece here. It does have the Maniere logo all along here as well. Hopefully you can see it. Now, continuing on to the, I always call it like the paper in the box, except it's not paper. You get like this burgundy like cloth material in lieu of, well, you get the paper too, but you get this burgundy cloth material. And it is actually a pretty nice, like, if you have not copped Manieres, they always do this like luxury materials with their shoe. And this time they did more luxury materials with the box, which of course they've always had nice boxes, but I think this one by far is the best box that they've done. Now, continuing on to the rest of the paper, like I mentioned, you do have white paper with these, and these do have the YDM sticker in the box as well. Let me see if I can flip it around for y'all. You do have the YDM sticker in the box as well. But just a unique box that they did with these. It'll be curious to see like how the Air Max box looks, and then just the rest of the shoes. Of course, we're still waiting on the 7th shoe to be announced so we can see if that's going to be another Jordan or if that will be some other shoe. I have no idea. But this is the Air Jordan 4 While You Were Sleeping. Of course, give you all a quick 360 on these. Now, if you haven't copped any Manieres before or paid attention to them, this is the, I believe, 2nd Jordan 4 that they've released. Of course, the last one was more of a kind of purplish colorway. I think, in my opinion, I like this colorway better. I think they did not a much better job on these, but I just like I prefer the color on this one compared to the other shoe. I forgot to read y'all the label on the box. The label does read Women's Air Jordan 4 Retro OG SP. The colorway is Fossil Stone Metallic Pewter. This is a size 13 in women's, which is an 11.5 in men's. Of course, as y'all know, they always release shoes in women's sizes. So going back to the shoe, once again, I'll just give you all another 360 of this shoe. Like I mentioned, I think this one is a lot better than the first Jordan 4 that they did. But it is interesting, like we've gotten the 2nd Jordan 3 from Maniere, now we've gotten the 2nd Jordan 4. Maybe we'll get another Jordan 1, I don't know, but you just gotta have to wait and see what that 7th shoe is gonna be. But just kind of going through these. We're starting off with the outsole. So you do get a two-toned color outsole. It does have the Nike Air logo right there, and it's almost like it's like a brownish and then a cream type colorway, or maybe like a muslin type color on that outsole. And then moving up to the midsole, of course, the visible air unit, and that the same color you see on the outsole does wrap around the entire midsole. Now going up to the upper, these do have different materials on here. One is like a very, very nice plush suede, and then you have a super smooth leather on here as well. The suede you do see around the toe box, so it does wrap around the entire toe box there. It's a very rough suede, but it looks really nice, and that does wrap all the way around there. And then the rest of the upper is made up of that leather material, so it does wrap all the way around the shoe here, just on both sides of the shoe. Of course, you do see the mesh paneling here. That's on both sides of the shoe in that same kind of like purplish colorway. And then just going to the laces, same laces here as the rest of the shoe. I don't know if they come with additional, actually they do come with additional laces. And it looks like you have 2 additional laces with these. So you have a white lace here with this one. And then going to the, on the other shoe, or coming in the other shoe, you do have another lace. And it is more of like a cream kind of color, cream muslin color lace that we see there. I think honestly I'd probably stick with the color laces that are in here, but honestly this little like muslin cream colored lace honestly wouldn't be a bad look in the shoe in my opinion. But just continuing on to the tongue tag, you do have a stitched on tongue tag, a Maniere logo on that tongue tag as well. So you do see that there. I cannot speak. And it does read Flight. It's kind of hard to see, but it does say Flight in white right there. And then going to the back of the shoe, it does read Nike Air. So that is on the back there. And then of course you do see flopping around on the shoe, you do have 2 tongue tags on here. This one is the Nike Air one, which you've seen with like the other Jordan 4s. And then you have like a cardboard tag. It does read A10 on here. And then on the back it does say A Maniere, quality goods handled with care. So that is what you see right there. Jordan logo there too. Nothing written on the inside of the ankle collar either. Now jumping to the other shoe, there are some slight differences per usual, which we do see with the A Maniere Jordans. Usually one shoe has just some slight differences from the other shoe. First and foremost, the biggest thing, on the tongue tag you do have the Jordan Jumpman logo. And I believe it does say Flight on the bottom again as well. It's just in white, so it's a little hard to see, but that does say Flight there. And then just giving y'all a quick 360 look at the rest of the shoe, which you do see wrapping around right here, just all the way around the shoe. Same suede wrapping here. And honestly, it does feel a little, I will say the shoe, or just pick them up. This suede on here looks a little bit rougher, or if that makes sense, like it's got a, if it'll focus. It has a little bit rougher of a look compared to, it does not want to focus. Compared to this shoe, so look, there we go. Okay, so the suede on here doesn't look as rough compared to this other shoe, the first one that I talked about. And the feel of it is a little bit different as well. The first shoe feels a little bit rougher compared to this one. It feels a little bit smoother. So that's just one difference. I mean, honestly, people probably won't notice unless you're just really paying attention to the details of the shoe. But I'm just gonna let y'all know what it is, since I had noticed it just kind of messing around with the shoe real quick. But continuing on, just the rest of the shoe, it does have that leather on the upper, same mesh paneling, same laces in the shoe. It does also read the Nike Air in black on the back of the heel as well. And same thing, nothing on the inside here. But that is the rest of the outside of the shoe. Now moving to the inside of the shoe, you do have a paper shoe tree with both of these. And then you also have that quilted liner, which A Maniere is known for with their Jordans. That quilted sock liner that does wrap all the way around the shoe there. And then on the back of the tongue, it does have A Maniere with the A Maniere branding on the back of the tongue as well. And let me check the other shoe to see if it says anything different. Yeah, so on the back of this one, it does say Air Jordan. Let me move that out the way. Everything's not working. There you go. It does say Air Jordan on the back of the shoe there, or back of the tongue tag there. Now continuing on to the insole. This is the insole, very nice insole, nice quality insole. It does have the A Maniere branding on here. And then on the back it does say white, but no wording on this insole at all. Just the A Maniere logo, which is maybe kind of hard to see, but I will zoom it in for y'all. There we go. Hopefully you can notice the A's there. But that is all along the insole there. So that is pretty much everything with this shoe. Let me check the insole of the other one, see if there's anything different on here. Nope, no differences with the other insole. But overall, that is the shoe. This is once again the Air Jordan 4 A Maniere While You Were Sleeping, a part of the While You Were Sleeping collection. Let me know in the comments if you're able to cop a pair of these, if you passed on them, how you're feeling about them. Look, I know the price tag on these was a little high because it was $225 and after taxes probably $230, $240. It's up there in pricing, but this is more of like a luxury Jordan 4. I'm not going to justify the price, but the shoe quality on here is very nice. Usually A Maniere's quality on their Jordans is very good. So if you're interested in the shoe and you don't mind paying $225 plus for this shoe, I'd recommend copying them. I think it'll be a nice shoe to have in your collection, especially just a nicer Jordan 4. But if you ended up copying these, let me know how you feel about them. If you're still waiting on a pair, let me know how let me know too. Like I said, it took me probably 2+ weeks to finally get my pair in, but they ended up showing up right after they shipped. It took no time at all once they officially shipped. But let me know your overall thoughts on this shoe. Cop, pass, what are your thoughts on this one? I do appreciate y'all for stopping in as always. Go subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button on all notification bells so you can stay today when I post new content. As always, stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.